Yo, guys, what's going on? We had a little streaming issue here. YouTube almost didn't let us stream. Weird. But we're live. Coming to you with an emergency spice update. We've got some very interesting price action going on. If you were paying attention in the last hour or so, you would have caught this 1 minute candle. Now, percentage-wise, not so huge. 2.5% roughly to the downside. But that is a big candle. If we zoom out, we see that this took place in a 1 minute candle, but it's reflected really through all of our time frames on the 15 here, on the 30, and on the hourly. This is what got me excited. This is why I decided to go live. The last hourly close, phenomenal. Phenomenal. Look at that bottom wick. That is showing us clear buying pressure. Volume on that, pretty good. Could be higher. But what we saw there was a large market dump. It was across all exchanges, not local to just Coinbase, but seen everywhere, unlike the Binance US wick we saw a little bit ago. So this was a real market move, and that wick showing us that buyers came in immediately. The fact that that hourly candle closed green is mind-blowing. Here we are now on the 4 hour, looking to wrap up this candle. Looking to wrap up this 4 hour candle. If it can close above 63.1, we'll have a bullish engulf on the 4 hour, and that's a spicy setup to the end of this day, guys. If you remember around the blockchain, I'll get it right someday. Went out on a limb and gave everyone November 4th for a new all-time high date. Let's see. 4.5 hours till the 4th. So it'll give us, roughly 28.5 hours to get to a new all-time high. Meaning, we got a break. 66,999. Brooklyn 99. Definitely possible. Wasn't looking so hot on that dump, but with the response, man, that November 4th is looking tasty for a new all-time high, isn't it? So 38 minutes left in this 4 hour to close above 63.1. That would be very exciting. But here is the real magic in the sauce. We can see our daily close yesterday at 63,266. Guys, are you seeing it too? There's these numbers, each of our all-time highs has ended in 999. These two closes in 66. They're $100 almost exactly apart. Very weird. I don't know. There's nothing really to make of that. It's just a little odd, isn't it? This will be our closing target for today. So 4.5 hours to go. And we're just right there within 0.5%. Closing green on this candle on the daily sets us up so strongly for tomorrow. I already said the 4th, so I might as well double down here. If we get a green close today, new all-time high tomorrow, very reasonable. Very reasonable. I'd love to see that come true. And if not, not always right. You get to make fun of me. That's its own value. Man, where to even start? Where to even get in on this? The daily is showing us selling momentum is waning. Our market cipher indicator is back in good condition here. It was a little bit sketchy. Earlier. Now we're seeing VWAP trending up. Our momentum looking solid. And man, RSI just climbing up. This is going to be a very exciting close. This could be potentially an extremely exciting close. I love to see these kicker candles. They are one of the most bullish when they're green signals that we can get really from candlestick patterns. And that's basically the candle in the first 5 minutes of trading on the hour traded extremely red, but ended up by the candle close, ended up green with high volume, and that does indicate typically a nice little reversal or continuation in that direction. This case would be to the upside. I'm loving it. This is like, we may be wrong about tomorrow. I'm still thinking we are right, but we may be wrong about tomorrow. But to get something like this today on the 3rd, you couldn't ask for more. This is an epic shakeout. Just think about how many stop losses were hit on that alone. That traded down to 60,000, I think, on the dot. 60,070. Really, the amount of stop losses hit. Look at all these potential entries on longs people could have taken. thinking they're in safe territory, setting their stops tight, perhaps even moving them up with the market. That 60,070 absolutely closing long positions, baiting in short positions, adding fuel to the fire. This is some really great stuff. I hope you guys are pumped, because I'm pumped. We got 190 watching, guys. Smash that like button. Let's get this video hyping. Let's get it popping. The more people who like the stream, the more eyes YouTube will show it to. And so it is a really awesome big deal that we get likes. If you haven't subscribed, subscribing helps as well. We've got the Discord link in the chat, Patreon, we got everything. We're not going to spend too much time shilling today because we're going to be looking at the TA. Let's zoom into some small time frames. God, I love it. I love it. I'm a little excited. I don't feel euphoric, but I feel energy. The market kind of whipsawing. I guess the last time we saw this wasn't that long ago. We saw something similar back here. On the 28th of October, we saw that dump and recovery. Hopefully it doesn't play out exactly the same as that, as it really led to sideways trading. Something tells me that it won't. A similar move on the 30th of October as well. Really, we're seeing a lot of this wickish whipsaw price action. In my observation, that is a precursor to a big move. Baiting in positions to the wrong side of the trade, stopping out ones on the right side of the trade, and then looking to finally make that move, all in time for November 4th. Man, this is exciting. Music keeps cutting out on my end. I don't know if it's cutting out on your end, but hopefully not. On the 5. Money flow is green. VWAP's moving up. Could be a little better, but 5 minute I think is leaning bullish here, at least on our indicators. Let's go to the 15. Oh, yeah. 15 is conflicted. Our VWAP's trending down, but our money flow is approaching 0. So this is actually showing us on the 15 minute. This is a pretty pivotal price and point, or point in price. That makes sense. This is the hourly 4-hour engulfing target, the daily open target. So that makes sense. That lines up. So what we really see here is VWAP is leaning bearish on the 15, but our money flow is looking to roll over. So there's really two things that are going to happen here. One, money flow will roll over and ignore VWAP. That will likely lead to a breakout. You can see we've been in red money flow all day. All day. We did set a lower low after setting a higher high, so that's kind of neutral. Money flow rolls over to positive, we get a rally. We probably see a new all-time high today or tomorrow. Or VWAP really does trend down and money flow fakes us out. You see something like this, where money flow approaches 0, but then returns back in the direction it came. And, well, that's the uglier path. If we get that, probably looking back down at the 60s. It's hard to judge. With these big wicks, it's hard to judge. There's a lot of potential energy baked in now. 15-minute momentum is up. Okay, take it. RSI still very low. Interesting. Let's go to the 30. All right, the 30 not agreeing with the 15 at all. This actually may solve the riddle for us of the 15. VWAP is trending up, and money flow is looking to roll over as well on the 30. So the 30-minute is showing us something very similar to the 15, except it doesn't have that conflicting VWAP kind of down pulling signal. I like that. That's making me more confident that the 15 is looking to take the bullish path, not the bearish path. Momentum is up, dudes. This is exciting. This is exciting. Go. 45-minute in agreement with the 30. It's good. This is good. And the 1 hour, of course, is beautiful. That push down. Bulls weren't having it. They were not having it today. I would like to see this hourly candle stay above the 20 hourly moving average. That's right here at 62.9. You can see we've basically tested it. Let's put a line here so we can see this in the short term. There we go. Basically tested it, but at the moment seems to be holding. Hourly is loaded. So really it's only the 15-minute that kind of disagrees with anything we've seen so far. The 5, the 30, the 45, the hour, all looking for more upside. The 15 probably reflecting this little red candle on the hourly we're seeing right here. Maybe the slight pullback after this immense move. Momentum on the hourly looking to roll over. Absolutely. We're seeing waning momentum approaching positive momentum. RSI is really not telling us much of a story, which is unusual. Ooh. On the 2 hour here, we have a golden cross. Interesting. And kind of, I won't say predictable, but consistent. We have a golden cross on the 2 hour here with our 50 and 200 moving averages. And pretty much as usual, price tested that cross. The cross held, and now it seems to be holding above it. This is actually going to be, for me, I didn't even notice this. This is going to be the important level for me in the next few hours here. I want to see this cross hold. The fact that it hasn't quite happened yet, but price has come down to test it, typically is a bullish sign when that does hold as support. And we see that happen right here. Now, the 2 hour has some of the same signs as these smaller time frames. We have potentially waning momentum here, but it's not as confident as those smaller time frames. We haven't even closed this waning momentum candle, and so 30 minutes to go. I mean, if it closes back below 62, this cross area, that likely will be bad. But the VWAP is looking to roll over. Momentum still in the negative. Kind of spicy. I usually trust the 2 hour. What is going on with this music? If anything, it's just annoying me. All right, I'm turning it off because it's like not playing in my headphones. It keeps going on and off. YOLO. We'll go musicless for now. 2 hour doesn't have much else for us, it seems. Maybe Ichimoku. Nope. Cross down on that candle. Wild. That golden cross in the 2. Watch that level. I'm going to put an alert here so I can let you guys know if it happens while we're streaming. That's going to be the level to hold here in the short term. What does the 3 hour look like? We don't always look at the 3 hour, but the 2 hour, we'll go back to that. Not quite as bullish as we'd like. So let's look at the 3. The 3 does kind of rolling over. It has positive money flow as well. And we're seeing that across the board. We're seeing the potential first waning momentum candle. But as always, guys, we don't count candles till they close. So that is really a nothing burger until we see these candles close in this condition. What about the 4? I hate the 4 hour. I don't trust it. Waning momentum on the 4. And market cipher looks ugly on the 4. This brief trip to positive money flow is not the most confidence building. Interesting story being told. Everything but the 15 looking for more upside. From 30, 45 hour. The 2 hour, a little indecisive. 3 hour leaning somewhat more bullish. But the 4 looking pretty ugly. That tells a story, doesn't it? It tells a story. Hopefully we'll have more of the picture here as we go through. 6. Man, 6 looks ugly too. Huh. Weird. Didn't expect that. 8. How far out do we have to go? 12. Wow, look at that 12 hour candle. Something of note here for sure. This will be a familiar pattern to most of you guys out there. Typically, we look for this on, say, the weekly time frame, maybe the daily time frame. Not so much on 12 hour or smaller time frames. But we have a very clear bullish kissing going on here. Very clear. In fact, textbook crown right there. The 20 moving average threatening to cross bearishly to death cross with the 50. And right as it approaches, price rejects that cross, pushes to the upside, and creates what we call a bullish kiss. So the 12 hour is signaling very similarly to the 2. It's giving us a little bit lower of a price target at 61.5 is really the goal here. But as long as it stays above there, man, we're headed up. We are right. That's just, I don't even know what to say today. It's a beautiful candle day. It's a beautiful candle day. I don't love what market cipher is showing us on the 12 hour though. We're looking for a short term, maybe an interim dip, but we kind of got it. This chart is definitely difficult to diagnose right now. 12 hour hasn't shown weakness on MACD on our histogram. Jeez. Maybe the 2-day or something. Oh, that 2-day is pretty bullish, though. Money flow trending up on the 2-day VWAP, looking to roll over as well. Momentum still negative, but that's not the end of the world. There's something here. My spidey senses are tingling. My chart spidey senses are tingling. I just have to find it. Where is it? 62. That's the same. Okay, let's go to the 3. Beautiful. Man, there's something here. I can't put my finger on it. Where is it? 4-day. That is actually very interesting. 4-day VWAP trending positive. Maybe on the week? What is it I'm looking for, guys? What is it? Where is it? I don't find it. I feel something's missing, though, in this picture. I'll go to the month. Nothing on the month either, huh? Here we go. So we were just talking about this, and while we were talking about it, it happened. So the 15-minute does look like it's rolled into positive money flow here. We see that in this little green dot down here, because sometimes it can be difficult to see. VWAP is still at 0. So what we really do want to see for tomorrow's prophecy is we want to see this VWAP do a double take. We want to see it reach 0 and move back up. Something similar maybe to this. See if there's any good examples. This. Let's see. That happened here. We didn't get the good price action. Bad examples. Oh well. Bad examples. Man, 5-minute is not giving it. Huh. All right. Well, we're not seeing the strength in the short term like we would expect. Although I think we can say, well, we did see strength because we sold off and got bought right back up. Our retracement targets here not really lining up with anything on the chart. Our 0.5 is at our 5-minute close on that candle. That's not really much, though. What am I missing, guys? The 15. Just have indecision here. It's like two forces are colliding. The winner takes all. Man. Know what it is because I went live. Every time I go live, it just kind of knocks the rally out if it's going. It's you just get used to it. You get used to it. Oh, all this crap is turned off. Oopsie daisies.
It's over
Oh, we do have a new patron. We have a new patron. Hype for Susan. Good to have you, Susan. Great to see people investing in themselves. Respect. What's up, Brad Scherer? Thanks for subscribing, my friend. Good to have you here. 375 watching. Those are the good numbers. Now we're back, baby. Are you guys hyped? Let's read. I'm just going to read the chat because I went through the chart and the chart is a little undecided. Really, I'm kind of going to fall back on this is incredibly bullish. This wick down gets bought up and we have a higher high afterwards. That's, I guess, a chart pattern. Our indicators kind of conflicting with that, though. Kind of conflicting with that. I think it's a position where we're going to say, as long as we hold 61, maybe 62 to make it easy, as long as we hold 62, this thing is rocketing. We could just be seeing a short-term consolidation, short-term pullback. It's not really helping us here. How about you guys tell me what you think? What do you guys think? We got 200 votes on our poll. 76% of you believing in your boy Tom. Right on. I want to see what you guys think. Read in the chat. I want to hear what you think because I'm missing something. I can't find it. What's up, Sylv? Ethereum. Ah, yes, Ethereum did just hit another all-time high. I believe it's like getting old at this point. All-time high every day. Boring. I'm just kidding. Where's our ETH chart right here? See how Ethereum reacted to that. Ethereum doing some similar things. Let's see, that was at 1800. 1800. So Ethereum also saw a sell-off there. However, has not really been weighed down by any selling pressure the way we see Bitcoin is right here. Now, this isn't anything to worry about. We can see Ethereum has continued to climb. And so we would assume Ethereum and Bitcoin pair likely is green. And we see that right here. Ethereum lost less on that flash dump. We see that with this giant wick to the upside on the ETH-BTC pair. That makes sense. Beautiful candle on Ethereum as well. All right. All right, let's see. The prophecy. What's up, Reddy? How you doing, brother? Look at LTC today, says Derman. We can do that. Tom, tell us about your prediction. I mean, the prediction was that we'd have a new all-time high, November 4th. What's up, Alex Nogle? Janix, how you doing? James Butson. You don't know my prophecy, Akshat. It's just new all-time high. By November 4th, I said. I got excited because this wick is very much down. Very much in agreement with that. Huh. Enox, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. The flash dump happened at the exact same time as it happened last time. 1800 hours. Let's see if that's true. Very close. Very close. It's not showing the exact same time for me here. But very close, man. 1815. 1815. I don't even know how you say it. I don't know how these terms work. Let's see. Where was the last one? Yeah, that's like very close timing, within 15 minutes. There's one more, right? There's a bigger one. Yeah, I'm not on a big enough time. That is kind of interesting, actually. Let's look at that really quick. So that's 2000.
TC would love to hear your insights on BTC price going up, correlation with BTC.D going down. Thank you, good sir.
I'll have to look at that again, Enox. I see, like, the one that happened on the 28th. That was within 30 minutes. And what's up, Justin, my brother? Good to see you. Thank you for the 10. You want to know about the correlation between Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance? Yeah, we can take it. We can discuss it. I'm still getting my bearings here. Pretty interesting. Says he doesn't think it'll hit a new all-time high. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I threw out the 4th. If it happens on the 4th, that's legendary. I mean, who knows if it will. That's what I'm thinking on the charts. That's what I'm seeing on the charts. But the charts, they don't always. No, actually, I'll say they always try to give you the wrong answer. So, full moon tomorrow. I don't know. Is it? I don't think it is. Don't think it is it? It's the opposite, my friend. That's what I thought. I was like, wait, no. It's not a full moon. It's a new moon, my friend. A new moon. Let me see. Off by a few minutes, true, but like that's really close. What's up, Neil? How you doing, man? Love the channel. Love you being here. Crypto Big Toe, crown the most chilled YouTuber. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you all. Digital real estate. Ready or not, here we come. What's up, Durga Trader? Sushi's on the move. I think we had a, what? Was it $15 target on sushi? We just looked at that for our good friend the other day. What's up, Joe Clave? Invest in rest. Your death lines. Man, Bitcoin could trade at 52. I don't think that would make it be death. Wouldn't be great, but it wouldn't be death. Her Lippy, shout out, brother. Good to see you. All right, Dave Gould. Wasn't expecting that dip. Here's a great lesson for everybody today. This is why this wick, and this isn't even the biggest one, but this is why using limit buy orders is very successful. They're also known as maker orders, which means market maker. There's a lot of logic here. Act like a market maker. There's a lot of opportunity if you kind of mimic or act like a market maker. And what do market makers do? They have orders like that. They have limit orders set down on buys, limit orders set up on sells, and they don't miss these moves. What's up, Jeff? How to play FBTC tomorrow? It's an interesting question. Iron Fist, Tom is the Moon Man. I mean, I'm an astronaut, bro. I'm an astronaut. So, yes, correct. Justin, we'll look at this for you. So I'm gonna have to reread your comment, but it's a good question. It's a good thing to ask. I haven't looked at dominance in a bit. So Justin asked, would love to hear your insights on Bitcoin price going up and the correlation with Bitcoin dominance going down. Going down. So the correlation, I'm not sure if correlation is the word, but I get what you're going for there. When Bitcoin price goes up and Bitcoin dominance goes down, let's think of the whole space. What does that mean? That implies one thing. That implies that total market cap is going up because Bitcoin dominance shouldn't be able to go down and Bitcoin price go up without total market cap going up, right? It's like three pieces of a puzzle. What's happening when this happens is the total market cap is expanding greater than Bitcoin dominance is dropping. And yeah, that really does mean that money is flowing into altcoins. That means risk appetites are growing. People are looking for higher risk, higher return in the market. Bitcoin dominance, I actually didn't expect it to be right here like this. We had closed really nicely 2 weeks ago above the 20 weekly moving average. I was looking for a rebound. It is starting to feel, and I'm going to knock on wood because the minute I say this, it probably will reverse and I'll be wrong. Bitcoin dominance really isn't looking at the moment to be following what we were expecting. We were expecting a bounce from the 20 and a retrace. We may be seeing, and we did kind of speculate on this, what, not even just a few days ago. Ooh, I just got an alert for hot. Let me pull that up in the background. We speculated on this a few days ago, maybe a few weeks ago. So we do expect to see this kind of price action on dominance throughout a bull market. As the market gets more and more hyped, people are looking for bigger gains, bigger returns, and they're looking into smaller cap coins. It makes sense. As that happens, dominance drops because money flows to alts. But what we saw in the last run was these retracements of dominance. And typically that was when Bitcoin broke to new all-time highs. Alts all of a sudden weren't so attractive. The money started flowing from alts to Bitcoin. People were jumping in Bitcoin and we saw these rallies. So we were speculating the other day, if we look at dominance on the weekly here, this specific point, okay, the reason we look at this point and the reason it's similar to today is what we did see is a retracement to the 20 weekly that rejected dominance. It reached a new low. It broke through the 20 weekly, fell back below it. Okay, so let's look at what happened here. Let me get rid of this for now. Everybody knows I thought dominance is going to 54. Still do, but I might be wrong. If we look at what happened here recently on dominance on the weekly, we see something very similar. We see dominance reached up, touched the 20 weekly, and rejected. We have a lower low, though I will admit it's not quite the same. The other lower low is much lower. This is like almost a double bottom. But it rejected from the weekly exactly as it had in that example I just showed. It retook the 20 weekly, and now it does seem like we've lost it again. So there is some similarity here to November, October 2017, kind of roughly where we are right now in the cycle, it seems. There is some similarity. So what we would do, or what we would expect if it plays out exactly the same, is for it to rally a little bit again. That could line up very well with, say, I don't know, breaking an all-time high on Bitcoin tomorrow. After that all-time high is broken and Bitcoin starts to consolidate and those risk appetites pick back up, we may see the same move again. So it might look something like this. If that happens, it's following very closely to 2017. Now we only have one example, one sample size of dominance in a bull run cycle. Why? Because altcoins really didn't exist before then. So we don't have a huge, while we have a long history, we don't have a very useful history, because even though this is 6 years, 7 years, this is really all we have to work with. So this is all we have to compare it to. And so far has not played out the exact same. I guess we could say that's because it started from a very different point. The market forces are very different now. I don't know. Not sure. But this is how I do my TA. Look at the past and I say, this is what it would look like if it repeats. And when it doesn't look like that, we know that we're not repeating. We're not in the same pattern or fractal. Still, I think we're good enough here. I think we could still see that play out. I don't really know what else I was going to say about it. Where's the chart I just had? Oh, hot. So I just got an alert for HOT hollow. Let's check her out. Let's check her out. Wow, this is an old chart. Let's get rid of some of these. There's not a lot of use if I have a bajillion lines here, right? Let's see if we can clean this chart up. This does not look super important. That does. This does. That does not. That does not. Pretty good. Let's go back to the day. So on hot, what do we have here? We have a very, very interesting moving average setup. We call this a high energy moving average setup. We have our 20, 50, 100, and 200 daily moving averages packed tightly into a small range of price. And we can see even more confidence building that these are all pointed up. They're all gaining. They're all looking for more upside. 13 cents was resistance here earlier in this year. We set a higher low. We retook it. It looks like on the daily even back tested it. Now we're at the next resistance, 16.2 cents or 1.62 cents. That's right. We are at maybe what is the worst time to buy this coin because you're right at resistance. So if you buy this right now, you're betting that it's going to break through resistance. That's not a high probability bet, though. It definitely can happen. No, I wouldn't touch this, actually. We're right at the golden pocket. Golden pocket overlapping with, what, weekly resistance? No, but we did backtest support. This is a hard one to call. Hard one to call. RSI actually looks very strong here, setting higher highs locally. VWAP could be better on the daily, huh? But momentum on MACD is beautiful. Do we have a higher high? Yes, we do. This looks ready to go. Now you're at resistance, so this is like really, really bad to recommend an entry. But if you break it, you're looking to retest the all-time high. I would say 24 cents is your measured move. All-time high is what? 31 with weekly resistance around 27. That's probably a decent target. Let's get more moon mathy because everybody loves moon math. We're just going to become a moon math channel. That's what gets views. Provided we break the all-time high on HOT, this is what you're looking for. $0.10, 22 cents. That'd be wild. That would be wild. Maybe a weekly time frame will have something better for us. Weekly actually looks very strong here. Very strong. Spicy. Spicy. If I was looking to enter this coin, I bought some a long time ago, but if I was looking to enter this coin, I definitely would not be looking to enter at 16.5 cents, which is where it's trading right now. While we have back tested it on a daily time frame, I think 13.1 cents is a way better position. Way better. If we zoom in here, we can see this is a significant price point. It has been historically. And we did backtest it, but it was so soon. I don't really trust backtests when they happen instantly. So what we could see is maybe this week chill out here, a little up and down, backing up. I could definitely see it playing out that way. This would likely be the way I would look to play it. It would be better to wait for this 13-cent area, in my opinion, than it is. It'd be better to wait and not get the entry than it would be to jump in at 16.5, basically. You're just right at resistance. You're right at the golden pocket. There's too much there. There's just too much there. What we also have going on the weekly, this all of a sudden is now everywhere in the market. Constant. This is, you probably haven't heard about this if you're new, because this is actually unique TA to our channel. I invented it. And this is the bullish kissing. This is on the weekly. We saw this happen with Bitcoin. We saw this happen with Ethereum. Almost every time we pointed this out, that coin has gone on to run, at least back to say its all-time high, if not higher highs. I like this weekly setup. I like the way Market Cipher is looking. Yeah, dude, you can't. This is like the worst spot to enter. I shouldn't have set an alert here. You can even see on the monthly closes back in April, right here. So with 27 days to go, way too early to count it. A close above this resistance on the monthly, likely you're looking for some big numbers. Looking for some very big numbers. Hot. Well, it's not as interesting as I thought. Haha. I should probably set another alert, though. That is a beautiful candle. Look at the precision off of that support, too. It's like sold off to the 20, closed the 4-hour candle above support. Boom, take off. Oh, yeah, this looks very bullish in the short term. Oh, yeah. I'm going to just put another alert right there. See if we get another higher high today. All right, Bitcoin looks to be responding to our 62.8. That's awesome. We want to see it hold there. That would be ideal. What's up, NWO Hopetezentrali? Thanks for subscribing. Great to have you. Help us get to 50K. We hit 40K last month. How fast can we get to 50K? Faster than Bitcoin. That's right. 325 votes, 75% of you backing your boy. I like it. We'll end the poll. I don't like the polls because I can't see the chat. All right, yeah, LTC. Did something happen with LTC? I didn't get any alerts. Ooh, it's not looking bad though. So if you guys saw my clickbait, most undervalued crypto blah, 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 video, literally I shilled the video, or I published the video on the 19th, and on the 20th, we saw an explosive candle. LTC BTC looks like it is coming back up. Test that 0035 level. Money flow not reflecting it though. Still looking sketchy on the BTC pair. However, 12% against Bitcoin up since that video. Pretty good. Pretty good. $208. We're at a local daily resistance. Womp. Local. So it doesn't have to be the strongest. That's right here at 207. I would love to see LTC close today above $207. We're looking for 227. That's a monthly historical resistance that goes all the way back to 2018, 2017. That's been our target for a long time. My butt trade, guys, is still active. That is right. For those of you who don't know, in my pocket while cleaning my house, market ordered $50,000 worth of Litecoin all the way back here, and it was like at the worst time. I think it was like right here, just like right as it fell. That trade's still open. Trust the butt, trust the booty. The booty will lead you in the right direction. No, don't do that. Don't butt trade. It was totally an accident. Gave me a ton of stress. But it's looking decent now. It's looking pretty good now. Where's Litecoin on our Ichi? Ooh. I see something spicy. Ooh. Check this out. Check that out. On the daily, LTC getting across above the clouds. What? Does that mean that it's going to go to $227? In my opinion, yeah. In my opinion, yeah. Not financial advice. Monthly still a little sketchy. And the weekly looking solid though. Looking solid. Looking so strong on the weekly. Wow. Guys, just totally by accident, I may have released that video, the Litecoin video. I may have, not by accident, I'll say, but like coincidentally released it like at the bottom. How wild would that be if that video was released at the bottom of LTC BTC? Legendary. That'd be legendary. Whoa, we have a flood of subscribers. These people probably already subscribed. YouTube just randomly decides to do them in blocks sometimes. But welcome Lgallon345, Daddy Coin, Ben S, and Adam, Joe Peck. Thanks, guys, for subscribing. Welcome to the fam. Make sure you jump in Discord to keep up with our daily live streams. All 420 of you. We have 420 people watching. This is evidence of the prophecy. If we can reach 420 likes on this video, you'll see. You'll find out. If we get to it, you'll find out. We have 420 people watching. We could get that right now. We could have 420 likes right now. There, all of you just hit the like button. We'll get to 420. I'll keep my 420 license. And Bitcoin will moon. That's right. Bitcoin, it cares about how many likes this video gets. That's wild. I'm glad people are psyched. I'm guessing little excitement in the space today, huh? Little excitement. This is more viewers than we've had in a few days. Not quite as big as our numbers back in, I don't know, January, but still big arse numbers. Sofa, I have to say your name really slowly so YouTube doesn't think I'm cursing. Crow, we looked at Crow yesterday. Did Crow make more moves? Because honestly, Crow can never do anything now that will ever shock me more than it did yesterday. That was a classic moment. I hope you guys were here for it. That was a classic moment yesterday. Wait, what? I'm confused. There we go. We were live during this wick, and I was literally looking at Crow and saying, 28 cents, that's the number we want to break. We haven't broken it. We need to break that resistance. Crow looks strong. I think this will happen sooner rather than later. And literally within, I don't know, within the hour, but I think it felt like within 10 minutes, we got that candle. It was like Crow was watching the stream. Just blasted off. It's looking strong. So our main like point here on Crow after that, because we saw it retrace, we saw it didn't close above 28 cents or anything, is that's okay and almost expected that we would see selling there. This was a multiple year resistance. To have sellers there, that makes sense. That's totally logical. The only thing we didn't want to see is we didn't want to see Crow retrace its entire move. So we didn't want to see it trade below 23.9, 23.6 cents, something like that. As long as it doesn't totally retrace, we said this is very bullish. Well, Crow making us look good here. It did not completely retrace. It did get close. It definitely went past a deep retrace. The 786, but just shy right here, just shy of it. Now we're seeing higher lows, and I can even see maybe even a flat top forming there. Crow wants to go back to 28 cents. It liked 28 cents. It was comfortable there. Just had to flush out all of the hands looking to get out of their Crow positions. But look at that, man. It didn't retrace. It's holding up here in the 25s. It's showing some great strength. Hourly looks good to roll over. Screw you, 4 hour. You're always wrong. 4 hours always wrong. I don't ever pay attention to the 4 hour. Yes, right. Oh yeah. Conflicting VWAP, but that's okay. Crow's gonna be on the move, boys. I mean, I can't say we didn't warn you, because how many months have we looked at this and said the same thing? All the way back here in June, we're like, man, there's a pretty wicked inverse head and shoulders going on. That breaks out. What's the logical move? Back to resistance. Back to the resistance that's been tested 1, 2, 3, 4 times over the last 3-ish years. Right back to it. There we are. This has been super well behaved. Reminds me of Ethereum and its respect for the chart. Not a lot of coins, especially Bitcoin, have respect for the chart. Bitcoin does not respect the chart. See, look at that. We said 62.8, you know, this is where we want to hold. And so it went like pennies below, and now we have a big 5-minute candle. See, it doesn't respect the chart. Bitcoin is independent. Does its own jam. Does its own jam. So Ethereum is still following, at least at this point, is still in the pattern that we're speculating will break. Please, the word speculating. We're speculating this will break because this is not a pattern that we typically see sustained in an uptrend. So what that is a rising channel, an ascending channel. An ascending channel, while logically might seem bullish because price is going up, the probability on these rising channels of breaking to the downside is extremely good. And in fact, we base many trades on this pattern. We have base trades on ascending channels falling down and descending channels. This is our favorite here, breaking to the upside. So we're speculating that it's not going to keep following this really tight, controlled bounce area. And there's two outcomes. As I said, the probability would lie with breaking to the downside. However, this is kind of the nuance of being a trader. You play probability, but the difference between a good trader and a great trader is a great trader can take in more factors than just probability. So probability here to me would be short. That probably will not be a winning trade, but it would be short. However, being maybe, I don't know if I'm a great trader, but being an experienced trader, you need to factor in the trend. What is going on in the space at all times? Typically, we would expect this to break to the downside, but there is one more resolution to this pattern, though it doesn't happen as often. When it does, it gets very spicy. As you break through the top of the, I knew it was coming. You break through the top trend.
2-week RSI to show a top signal for BTC. It is shown really well on BLX as a downtrend and touches it, it tops.
Jeffrey Dockett, thanks for the 10 minutes. We can take a look at it. I was struggling for content anyway. Ethereum, there's one more path, and that's breaking the top of this channel, back testing it, and running. And what we see in crypto is that pattern actually is very prevalent during one specific time. And that is during the parabolic leg of the market. We see these ascending channels. Instead of breaking to the downside, they break to the upside and find support on the top of that channel. So that is what we would be looking for. If you look back at big macro histories of like Bitcoin, you'll see that pattern over and over and over again. It's wild. Did Carl get liquidated? I don't know. Does Carl even trade? Do they trade those people? I don't know if they trade. They say they do, but I don't know if they trade. So Jeffrey Dockett, you use 2-week RSI to show top signals. So I guess what you're going to be kind of hinting at is like oversold, overbought. So we have like January 2015, the 2-week. This is the 1 week. Crap. There we go. 2 week. Very specific. How would we do this as top signal? I guess like when it's overbought versus oversold, I guess the problem is like on the 2 week, look at this in the previous run. It's like, how would you really use that as a signal? You had higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high, higher high, and then it just fell. I think I would need to hear more of your logic behind it. I guess you could say bounces off the 50, but there really aren't many. There was only 2, and this one wasn't bullish. No, that one wasn't bullish at all. I'm curious, how are you viewing it? How are you viewing it, Jeffrey? Liam, hey, bro, I'll tell you what, man. I do my best with TA. I'm pretty good. I think I'm pretty good. You know what? I'll revise that. On YouTube, I certainly think I'm in the top caliber of TA that's live streamed. But I'm not always right. No one's always right. I'm not always right, and I'm not afraid to admit it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just honest. I'm not paid by any coins, anything like that might influence what I say about things. I get offered it all the time in emails. I've never accepted a penny for anyone to say anything, period. I'm just genuine. I don't know. You guys watch it. It's cool. I'm happy. Downtrend, touching top. Connect all the tops, says Jeffrey. All right. Connect all the tops. Connect them all. Boop. Connect all the tops with the downtrend.
Connect all the tops with a downtrend line.
Okay. All right. And so I guess what you're saying is like, that was the high kind of thing. And so you're suggesting that would be the top signal if we touch that trend again. That's not a bad, it's not a bad speculation if that's what you're going for. Wouldn't be the worst. Would not be the worst. However, there's something we need to like factor in here is, so while that is true, right? You're right. You're correct. That's true here. That's true here. 100%. We are creating this is, and I'm just doing this for a learning lesson because it's probably good content. What we've done here is we've taken 2 data points that fit, and then we've extrapolated out and said this third data point will have the same thing. And there's a little problem with that. The problem with that is we haven't actually ever seen that predict anything then. We've looked at the past and we've made a projection, but then we haven't actually seen it play out. So what would be really cool, Jeffrey, is if it does happen, right? If we do see that happen and we do reject, and that is the top again, then this becomes a very, very strong signal. It may take years and years and years to play out before you reach it again, but that would become an exquisite top signal, right? That would be amazing. But until we have the history line up with the future, we're kind of jumping the gun. So I think what I'll say about it is, it's a good eye. I've never noticed it. And keep your eyes peeled for when the 2-week RSI does reach into that 90s area. That might be time. I mean, it certainly won't be a bad time to look to lock in some profit, to lock in some gains, right? Absolutely. I like it. I love when people bring me stuff like that. I'm learning every day. You know, I've been doing this for years, but every day I learn something, and I learn it from sometimes sources you would least expect. That's right. L&L, tell ATV to get Jason Casper on cast. Brah. I have actually. I have. One step ahead of you. Not only have I, but I also have then said, have an episode with me, Face, and Jasper. Dude, that would be so much fun. Oh my God, that'd be so much fun. Like, I love that show. I love the guests that are on it. Like, I love them. They're great. Everybody has been really cool. You guys wouldn't, I just assume that you would kind of guess some of those people would be obnoxious. Now they're all the other content creators are really chill. I like them that have been on there. Yeah, I enjoy being on there every time I've been on there. But in reality, I have, how do I word this delicately? I truly enjoy it when Crypto Face is on. Like it's like very fun. Like I always enjoy it, but I have a lot of fun when he's on. So to have him and Casper on, it would just be a boys show, man. It'd be a boys show for the boys. Love you too, Sylv. Kenneth, you're one of my favorite TA channels. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Yo, Gabe, how you doing, man? Been a while. Good to see you, Gabe. Yeah, epidemic. It's interesting though. Like we have a lot of viewers going on. I dig it. We got a lot of viewers going on, but YouTube, guys, YouTube constantly shadow bans us. And actually today we had a really weird thing. I went to go live like right before the show was starting, and you have to like connect your streaming software and then you hit go live. And so I connected my streaming software, and YouTube just like popped up and said like live streaming not available right now. Like while it was already set up. Very strange. That message I've only ever seen that message when you're striked and you're unable to upload. That's when it gives you that message. And randomly it did today. It nearly gave me a heart attack. I thought maybe we got a strike. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's something weird going on with this stream and YouTube. But with 420 watching today, I mean, I can't complain. I'll take whatever's going on. Maybe it's the ugly thumbnail. Never showing up in search. That's good. Oh, but the whole point of that was, yeah, YouTube regularly shadow bans us, guys. That's why the Discord is important. You have to get in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, it's like hit or miss if you'll be able to catch our live streams. And like today, sometimes they're very time sensitive. So, as well as in the Discord, you'll get free airdrops just from being in there. We'll do one after the show. 24/7 live stream chart, educational content, Honestly, I think the biggest value though is just a community of people who are all interested in crypto. Period. Just being able to chat with people any time of the day. Are people yelling? What are you yelling? So as it gets close, that signals we're close to the top. Yeah, Jeffrey, I think that like wouldn't be a bad strategy. And I said like I think that's something that you should look for specifically because you found it. But what I wouldn't do, and this is really what you know how my language is on this show. What I really wouldn't do is if it touches it, you just sell everything. You know what I mean? Just like 100% out. I wouldn't take it because this hasn't been tested yet in the future. Would that be a great time to look to start taking profit or lock in some? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like there's no argument against that. Period. If RSI is in the 90s on the 2-week, you can look to lock something in. That makes sense. I just don't want you to say, like, see this happening and then just be totally out and then find out that, well, turns out like this time RSI, well, can't go that high. But like, turns out this time is different and like RSI goes even higher, you know? And then you end up missing what could be like a 2x or something. But I like where your brain's at, brother. It's intelligent. We like that here. We like intelligence. I like challenging ideas. I like to look at new things. What else? What's up, Gucci? It's all Gucci, man. Yeah, plan to sell and you get... Yeah, you could do that. That makes sense, dude. I like it. I'm going to be keeping an eye on it as well. I look at the 2-week all the time. You got here by chance from a different video. Dudes, you got to be in Discord. That's just like lesson for the day. What's up, Flash Jab? What's Lfggg? Bouncy Night. It's let's go. With a word in the middle I can't say while I'm streaming. Why don't I switch to Twitch? Guys, dude, we can make this stream about being a creator. I like talking about that too. But I will get into it. I will get into that topic. 2-cent take. Twitch is a great platform for the viewer, but Twitch is not a good platform for a creator. The only people really who it makes sense to be on Twitch are really big creators that have their own audience that will follow them anywhere. Like Twitch, if you're going, this is just life advice for anyone out there, because I think streaming is going to become more and more popular as a profession. I think it's become very normal. I think OnlyFans was a step towards that, etc. But if you're thinking about becoming a content creator, I'm not paid to say this. Do it on YouTube, don't do it on Twitch. Or, I mean, you could do both. Like, you could have both and simultaneously upload. That'd be fine. But YouTube is worlds better at building a channel, at building a brand. Twitch, it's almost impossible. It isn't impossible, but it's, I would say, 10 times harder. And that's not just my opinion. That's like just all creators that I've ever met. All of them. We all agree. It's like Twitch is a nightmare to grow. There's no discovery. See, I told you I'd get in. I could talk about this forever because I like Twitch. I wish that it made sense to be on there. It just doesn't. Oh, what's up, Flopping Groper? Flopping Groper, the face, the legend. That's his brother. He's linking Market Cipher. There's Market Cipher right there. Link expired. What? Link expired?
Hey man, new viewer here. Just saw your live on my main page of YouTube. Can you look at MATIC? We might be bouncing off $2 on the 4-hour.
Yo, brother. Oh crap. Yes, MATIC. I'm still looking for 250, but I didn't realize. Groper, Grope, Flopping Gropin. You should just shot me a message. I didn't realize. I guess this is a special event from the Market Cipher boys themselves. Don't click the link I just did. That one's not going to be the right one. Yo, Grope, send me that one. Send me that one on Discord so I can paste it. Apparently, and this is the highest discount I've ever seen. He didn't inform me. 25% off Market Cipher just today. I've never seen 25% off, to be honest. Love you, bud. We gotta play some leagues then. Gotta play some leagues. I don't know if he left. The problem is I can't copy and paste that link, I don't think. Can I? If I copy and paste that link, it gives me some long string. Crown promo. There we go. Honestly, straight up 25% off. I've never seen 25% off. Thank you, sir. If you wanted to get market safe for today's day, apparently. Here's more lively than Twitch. Yelp. Twitch's AIDS. I don't mind. I don't mind it. Like, it just, you don't grow. I've had a Twitch, like a channel, you know, since I started this YouTube channel, and yeah, I had like 2,000 subscribers, you know, like. When Hot Tubs stream? Well, let's see. We got the 100K, me getting a tattoo for the first time stream coming up. Hot Tub stream, what do you guys think? Like 200K? 200K? I'll just go out and buy a hot tub just like that day and just stream from it. All right. Daddy Coin, my man. Saw your live page. Can I look at MATIC? Yeah. Yeah, buddy. We can look at MATIC.
TC, do you think BTC can get to $200,000 plus this cycle if BTC.D keeps dropping? I hear lots of different opinions on market cycle top from $80,000 to $300,000.
Yes, sir. LTC, bro. We looked at LTC, and you don't need to spam LTC here. I am always willing to look at LTC. You guys are frazzling me. Justin Cully, what's up, my man? We're looking at MATIC, but let's see. TC, do you think Bitcoin can get to 200,000K this cycle? 200K. 200,000K would be a lot more. If BTC.D keeps dropping. Yeah, absolutely. So there's a relationship in BTC.D that people don't really feel or get, and it's not so intuitive. So Bitcoin dominance dropping during a bull run is exactly what we saw last cycle, right? That's what we saw. That's what we'd expect. What happens is when Bitcoin makes serious moves, so knock on wood, maybe tomorrow, November 4th, the prophecy. When it makes big moves, you are going to experience something that you may not experience before, and that's BTC USD rising and Bitcoin dominance rising at the same time. Depending on how that plays out, you may even see total shrink. More likely total will expand. But BTC dominance dropping is not in any way, in my opinion, reflective of what Bitcoin's top can be this cycle. Just because dominance is perma bearish, it's always going to go down over time. But it does have, and we saw last cycle, it doesn't just go down. Like all charts, it goes up and down. So you can say like this was likely a large rally in Bitcoin. This was likely a large rally in Bitcoin, etc. This is what I would expect to see as Bitcoin breaks up, and especially as it puts in a cycle high, we're going to see dominance flex. We'll see dominance flex. Almost no doubt in my mind. Good question though, my friend. And guys, there's so many voices out there. That's why I do this, is there's so many voices out there. And someone said, did Carl get liquidated? I don't know anything about Carl. I'm not talking about Carl. But there's so many voices out there from people that, as someone who's been in this space a long time, and specifically someone very chart oriented, there's a lot of loud voices that have they just have no concept of what they're talking about when it comes at least to charts, to the cycles, to the market, crypto market in general. They tend to just be people who follow the FOMO and FUD. And that's the opposite of what we do here. If you notice, you'll see these creators will just put out a FUD, like a Bitcoin's dumping video on like after it's dumped, or Bitcoin's rallying after it's rallied. They're just following the sentiment. And that's a really successful practice on YouTube. That's why they're so big. But it's not good info for you. And that's why I do this. That's why I stream, is because I only want to offer you guys what I think is the best take on what's happening. The only time I do anything for views is when I put like a clickbait video and title, or video title and thumbnail. But the content is never clickbait. Content's always real. That's why I do this, because there's got to be good sources. Anyway, MATIC for Coin Daddy. Sorry, brother, I can be long-winded. MATIC looks like it's on course here. Back in October, we were looking forward to consolidate under 1618, my favorite resistance any coin has ever had. It did so, and it broke out since then, which I guess I wasn't even paying attention. Wasn't even paying attention. It has back tested its previous high at $1.79. Let's just say $1.80. We see that on the daily here. I mean, nothing's changed. We're gunning for 250. 250 is where I'm aiming. If not a test or a break of the all-time high, and then we'd be looking for, I don't know, $6, $11. Let's see if there's anything different on this chart. Daily momentum waning off, but market cipher's beasting. Dude's beast on the daily. That's mega bull. There we go. Do they need to use a code? Oh, Groper messaged me. We're going to unpin this because I guess it's just today. Let me see. I have to use a code. What's the code? Sorry, guys. Beastin' on the daily. I guess you have to use a code to get that 25% off. Groper, you should have messaged me before. I would have had this ready. VWAP is beautiful. Look at this. Rolled over in the weakest of fashions, which is a good thing. Okay. There we go. All right, so you use the link and then use the promo code Crown Promo. This is only for today. You get 25% off. It's pretty generous, unplanned. VWAP, beautiful. Money flow looks like it wants to crawl back up. Momentum, crawling back up, crossing. MACD is the only thing that's a little weird here. We haven't seen buying momentum increase. I'm not really worried about that. Honestly, even when this was back at, what, 146 something a few days ago, we were very confident in that 250 target. And to see it play out this way, I think is only strengthening. It's only strengthening my confidence there. Let's see where our moving averages are. Nothing on the daily. That was a solid weekly close last week. Close it high. Yeah, dudes. Retest of the all-time high. I mean, you close the monthly. You close your monthly above the all-time high monthly close. We've seen other coins do that, and the other coins went on to make new all-time highs. I think pretty much everything on this chart for MATIC is agreeing. I don't know if that means it's going now. Doesn't mean, I don't know, any leverage position is going to work. But a spot position to 250 is, I think, is a very high confidence in my opinion. Very high. God, I keep doing the same thing, guys. What's wrong with me today? I want my Ichi. There it is. There it is. Wow, that's beautiful. 149. I didn't even know this. So 145, $1.45 on MATIC was the monthly TK and KJ. Monthly. If we look at the daily, I'm pretty sure that's where it bounced from. Yeah. Yeah. Off the monthly. Holy heck. MATIC's looking so good. There's really, I don't have anything new to report on it. I don't see any weakness. I don't know. It might, again, consolidate here similar to this. We could see the exact same pattern play out. Something like that. We could see it play out just like that. Just stick around for a bunch of days, then make the move. But man, I don't have anything else to say. We'll just wait for these alerts to go off, really. That's what we've been doing. I think we might have something else too. If we assume the bottom is in, if we assume that that support's going to hold. Yep, all right. I'm convinced. Our most local move here, our extension, is at 250, the 1618. Our measured move is at the all-time high. It's lovely when that happens. It's lovely, but everything to me was pointing to this 250, and I don't think I have anything else to say until it hits it. So that's that. Where's the charts from yesterday? Let's real briefly just go through yesterday's charts. I think I have them all right here. Yep. Just briefly, let's take a peek. CHZ we looked at. Looks as if it's moved on back. I'll have to double check what I said about it, but I'm pretty sure that was the support we were looking to hold. CHZ's volume's still going. Screw you, 4 hour. You're just full of lies. The daily definitely needs some more follow through, though. I think CHZ likely to consolidate sideways between what, 50 cents and 44 cents, and then I think it's going to look for a break to the upside. Fully test 72 cents. That could take a bit. JASMY buddies. If you were here yesterday, great reason to be subscribed. If you were here yesterday, we looked at JASMY. It was trading really just below, I think, 31 cents. It was probably like 29, something like that. 31 cents, boom. 31 up to, I think we said like 32 or something. What was our target? We do have possible higher targets here. $73, $71. But I recommended, I can't remember who asked for it, but I recommended now is the time to take a little profit off the table. And look. And look. We hit the profit target, and we have only moved down since. Hilarious. TA respected. TA respected. Not much else to say about JASMY. VRA, same consolidating thing. Higher highs, higher lows. I'm still not so sold. Still not so sold that it will move up without the back test. Looking for a move to 9.5 cents back to 7.4. Then a break. We'll see how that plays. DOT. I mean, you got the bullish kiss, and it was easy peasy, right? This coin on this channel, here's a reason alone to watch these streams, guys. Just by itself here. We do this stuff every day. Not all of the trades work out, obviously. Hopefully more do than don't. But we nailed DOT. Like, exactly as predicted. Bro, we were looking to enter at 10. We were looking to enter at 10. We were aiming for 50. We'll say, all right, we'll close at the golden pocket. We'll look to reopen. Once it breaks, it's back tested as support. That's exactly what happened. And it moved to $50. From $10 to 50. We call this like exact move. Like, look at this crap. This has been here. You can go back on the streams. This has been here forever. Boom. DOT, there's not much TA to be done. It's in price discovery. We're looking for a measured move to the upside. My first target would be 130. 130 bucks. It'd be juicy. We could see as high as 240 even this cycle. But one step at a time. We'll see what happens at like the 130 area. EGLD, definitely catching my eye again. Caught it yesterday. It's catching it again. This flat topped with ascending lows. I mean, you break $303. You're looking for 420 blaze it. That's right, 420 blaze it. I think EGLD is going to head there. Probably, I would say within this month, but timing is really hard to do. If possible at all. I like the structure. Yeah. Congrats, Josh. Congrats. Josh is going to be rich. Mana USD. All right, it hit the measured move. Guys, we have literally a video about Mana that was published before it pumped that said we're looking for exactly this price target. And then I think it was like 3 days later this happened. Consolidating at our price target. It's like $5, but I think we said 410 was the literal one. Yep, 410. No sellers. If we do see significant selling, a backtest of $2 would be likely. But we haven't seen it. This looks like it's consolidating and wants to, if it doesn't do this. It looks like it wants to move to that $7 by the end of the cycle. That's pretty wild. I would look more for an entry around 2, though. It might be tempting to jump in here, but I think you can get a better deal. LRC BTC. Loopring we looked at yesterday. Hit resistance. Now we're looking for, as we described in the last video, 1,800 sats. There could be a very clever Very sneaky entry right there. End price rejected from resistance. Looks like it's coming back down. Test it. Perfect. Sand, I don't even know what's going on with sand. It's just in price discovery. If you haven't locked in profits, I might look to it about 559. NJF not moving. ARPA, same as yesterday, right? Same as yesterday. We're looking for 49.5 cents. Not a lot going on. Ooh, FET. FET looking for 268.
SNX, BTC, good sir, thanks, and that IOTX ARB was silly AF.
Sharknado. SNX, BTC. Do I even have one? I do. No, I don't.
When you get to fetch, what causes such a hard sell-off at $1 3 times in a row?
What up, Jeffrey? My man. Let me take a look. I just gotta pull this up or I'll forget. Yeah, so please no one tip after this one for anymore. Gotta put a limit on it. Yesterday we did a ton of charts. Actually, we timestamped yesterday's stream, so if you want to go fact check any of this, every chart is timestamped. Shout out to Reddy, I owe you some corn. So what makes such a hard sell off at $1 3 times in a row? This might not be the same exchange you're looking at. This is a calculated one. Well, I can answer that kind of easily. I mean, $1 is a psychological level, right? Everyone can easily imagine $1. But here's the reality, in my opinion, of what's happening. That $1 is the flat top. Yes, we traded higher, but you can see it. This is the line that's being respected. This is the resistance. Lows are coming up. We've saw this pattern across the space, and so we're going to look for that move eventually to 268. Really just psychology. That's it. $1. People are like, think about someone who doesn't know anything about trading. If they bought FET, they're like, oh, I'll sell it for, are they going to pick like $1.17? Probably not. They're going to pick $1, $2, $3. Something like that. Something like that. That's the next BTC. This is going to be the last one I do. Sorry, guys. I did just say that, but it's just, I need to like put up a sign. It could be at monthly support. This is an interesting thing on the monthly. Could be a falling channel. And you may be looking at your first month of waning selling momentum ever. That wouldn't be bad. Markets have given that green dot on the weekly. Interesting. As VWAP's moving up, money flow could be rolling over. All right. All right. You have bullish divergence on your MACD on the weekly and on your RSI. I mean, that chart, that looks good, dude. That looks really good. Good eye. Good eye, mate. That looks very strong. And you're in the golden pocket. I love it when the charts just like harmonize, right? It's like you're looking at something and then everything just leads up to it. Boom. Right at the golden pocket, you have divergence on the weekly. You can visibly see this area of support is built. It's moved past. As long as it doesn't trade below there, it's looking pretty great in my opinion. Below your clouds. You really got to catch up with these moving averages. Let's go to the day. Under the 20, scooping. Daily looks strong. You might have yourself a good catch here, my friend. Mr. Sharknado. Miss a Sharknado. Yeah, and back to the range. That's probably where I'd be looking. If this holds 3,729. It's about 2x. It's not going to be easy to get through some of this. This is a lot of resistance being built. But if you get that breakout play, definitely could see 3,700. If you get a break of the all-time high, things get very silly. Could see what, a 10x against BTC. I'd dig it. Oh, guys, I told you guys stop. Stop it. I told you guys stop super chatting because I can't do them. Can't do them all. But I love you all. Timboat wants to know how high XTZ can go. I will give you 2 seconds of XTZ times where I tell you that. Where I'm looking, at least. Crap. You guys are silly. I love you. All right, so it hasn't even broken its all-time high. 115 wouldn't blow my mind. Much more short-term 3380. I'm gonna say I don't really think it's gonna hit 466, even though that's our measured move. I think 116 would be my moon target for XTZ. That seems like a pretty solid target. Ultra Chaos Steve, I'll just replay it. It's not gonna do it. Her Lippy, thanks for the 5, man. Just to show some support. Appreciate it. And people in your Discord, smart investing all around. Thank you very much. That is a great endorsement. Steve, I don't know why it's not playing this. There it is. Yeah. It's just not gonna read it. All right, we'll have a patron moon party tomorrow. Rain or shine, moon or not. It's a good idea. We can do it. Yes, we can. God, my computer's getting really weird. Crap. Technical problems. Brace for impact. I want to shout out Flopping Groper, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. This was totally unplanned. If you guys want to sign up for Market Cypher, today's the day with 25% off. Promo code Crown Promo. No case sensitivity. Crown Promo. Just use that link. I've never seen them have 25% off, so that is a deal. If you were going to get it, I guess that's the time. But unfortunately, fellers, I have another engagement. That's why I was saying, please don't tip me anymore. I love you all, man. We'll be live again very soon, if not tonight. Happy trade.